My name is Philippe Mahuas. I'm a French citizen and I have been living in Astana for almost 5 years. I work in the hotel industry in a very, very famous hotel that's just behind us, and for the next few minutes I'll be talking to you about my Astana. The first part of my day is to have a look at the hotel and make sure that everything is in the right place. So I just walk through the hotel. I check the lobby, making sure that everyone is into their position. Then I go and have a look at the restaurant where we're serving breakfast. Enjoy breakfast. Welcome. This is breakfast, the most important time of the day. This is very often the only meal that some of our clients are having. So it is important that I, as a general manager, make sure that we are actually checking that everything is okay during breakfast. Then I have a look at reception. I have a look at the team. Very good. Everything okay? Yeah? All check out, taxis, all good, yeah? Excellent, thank you very much. Then I go and have a look at the concierge, make sure that everything is okay. Then here we have our lobby bar. It's a space that is open 24 hours a day. So I just want to make sure that it's all ready. It's a place where people meet for either for business or for leisure, but also just to relax and meet and greet people in the morning. Once this part is done, I actually continue the tour. And the next part is a more, I would say, an administrative part. It's the part where I review what has been the activity of the day, the previous day, but also where we start planning we start planning the day that is coming ahead. So I go to my office now. Let's say hello. We are now entering the back area of the hotel. This is the heart of the house. This is where there are no clients. This is the part where all the teams meet, plan, work, deliver the job, etc. And now we're going to be preparing the first meeting of the day. The meeting is where we actually review all the arrivals that we have in the hotel for the next 5 days. It's a meeting that is crucial. Morning, everybody. We stop here. Welcome to my office. Morning, please, guys, come in. This is Astana behind me. 20 years ago, there was almost nothing. There was Zelenograd, 40,000 people. It is now Astana, the world's youngest capital, almost 1 million people. It's vibrant, it's fun, and if you have a look at it, the skyline could represent any of the modern cities of around the world. I'm a hotelier. I have always been a hotelier. When I was a kid, I used to live in the west of France. And I had someone in my family that was doing a hotel and restaurant management course, and I decided to follow his steps. And I was working for a large international company, and that company gave me the opportunity to move to Prague. Moved to Prague, same company. This time I was assistant food and beverage manager, very large hotel, 800 bedroom. And there I worked hard, I partied hard, but I grew up, I developed a lot, and I became eventually director of operation, and I stayed 8 years in Prague. I happened to meet my wife in Prague. Yes, I knew Kazakhstan. I had heard of Kazakhstan, obviously, the President Nazarbayev, the size of the country, Astana cycling team, many other reasons. But I had never actually imagined that one day I would come to work in Kazakhstan. So I thought, okay, let's come and have a look. We had a look for a few days, just get a feel of the city. It was middle of 2012. Eventually, I moved here in 2013. as opening general manager of the hotel. I've been in the city now for 5 years. Yeah, almost 5 years. Exciting time, fantastic experience. When I first arrived, Astana was a teenager. At 20 years old, Astana is now a young adult. The city is vibrant. The city has changed from the energy that there is in the city. But I think that there is a vision for Astana as a young capital, as the world's youngest capital, and it has always been there. But it has driven, it has grown in the last 5 years tremendously. And I think one of the drivers was the expo that took place last year. Your questions, the hotels, when I arrived here the first time in 2012, there was 3, 4 international hotels. Now there's about 10, 12 international hotels. When the hotel was designed, what we wanted to make sure is that we wanted to make sure that the clients or the travelers, the hotel guests, could find the standards that they found at the international branded hotel, but at the same time then they could identify where they were. And this is why throughout the hotels, whether it's here in the executive lounge, whether it's in the bedrooms, some of the headboards, some of the paintings, and we have actually reflect the culture and the art that exists, and it is well rooted into Kazakhstan. I have a wife and a daughter. When we first came here, we considered what obviously were the options for the schooling for our daughter. What was the opportunities for my wife to keep active into a new destination. 5 years later, we are extremely happy. We love Astana. We love Kazakhstan. I think we've been very well looked after. Kazakhs are friendly nations that are hospitable. This is home for us now. Our daughter is at QSI, the American school. She loves it. She says, Papa, I want to stay here forever. We are all very happy. We have all settled well in the city. I think we have grown with the city. We have seen the city what it was 5 years ago, and we've seen all of the changes, the structural, the growth of the buildings, the expo, the hotels, the restaurants, the shopping malls, the sports activities, the events that are taking place, whether it's the concerts, the marathons, the triathlons, etc. We love the city. It's a really nice city. It's a really comfortable city to live in. Safe, it's clean, there is plenty of sun, the snow is white. When it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. But yeah, it's very nice. The whole family enjoys living here. Hello everybody, this is my family, my wife Helena and my daughter Madeleine, and we are at the School International Day, where we celebrate all the nationalities that are in the school. That once a year there's a parade, there is food, there is quizzes, questions, a lot of fun for everybody. We are here at QSI. QSI is the American School of Astana. It's not only a school for Americans, it's a curriculum that is American, but where there is nationalities from everywhere. And there is a mix from Kazakh, French, Slovak, what do I see, Latvia, Malaysia, Egypt, Germany, Israel. We're all here. And the aim of today is not only to celebrate the nations, it's to celebrate almost the end of the year. But it is also an opportunity for all of us to meet together. There's an excellent gentleman here, Jay. Jay is the director of the school. And an amazing man.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you, and welcome to International Day at QSI Astana.
So it's a great school.
It is.
Great leadership, an amazing place for all of the kids. All the nationalities have got the opportunities of introducing their countries to the rest of the students, but the parents, the teachers, etc. So later, after the parade, inside the main hall, there's plenty of stands from all of the countries. So in the country of France, which is mine, I've organized croissant, Danish pastry, pain au chocolat, Madeleine, which is the name of a small cake, and a little quiz for the kids as well. I remember a few years ago when we first arrived here, I think there was around 22 nationalities in the school. I did not count today, but I think we are probably around 40. So yes, Astana is continuing growing, and it will continue driving plenty of new nations that are either represented in school or not, but they are here. So
23% of our school are Kazakhstan Miami students. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Maybe I can give you one answer out of the 8 if you're nice to me. Try.
Number 3, yeah.
What is the popularity of France? It's less than 100 million. It's less than 80 million.
Yeah.
And it's more than 60 million. So I'll let you decide on there's a choice of one or two or the other. Anyone that I can help with? Come on. And then if you answer the question.
You have to answer a question until you get some.
So basically what I have done for the kids, each of the kids has to fill a quiz. If they win the quiz, if they got all the answers right, I put them in a little bowl there, and at the end I will do tagara abracadabra, abracadabra, and up I will pull a winner that will win a wonderful cake at the best hotel in the city. We are now at the Children's Palace. It's an absolutely amazing venue for all the kids to be able to discover, learn, and visit many things. And we are here for one specific purpose. Our daughter Madeleine is a hip-hop dancer in the making. She is taking lessons 3 times per week. And today she's having the end of the school, almost the end of the school year performance. So we're here, we're very happy to see her performing. The building is unique in design, music, in concept. Because it's an idea that the president had, and it opened in 2012, if I remember, and that is one of the focal points in the capital of the discovery and the development of the kids.
I was very nervous, but then at the end I kind of felt that it went very well and that people liked it. I go to gymnastics, I do tap dancing, I ride horse, I play violin, and I go bike riding, and I play volleyball, and I love swimming. My dreams when I grow up, I actually want to be a DJ because I have a very good sound for music, and I love being on the stage. It makes me have a very good feeling.
I've bought this camera a few years ago, and you put everything on automatic and it does all the work for you. And then I thought, yeah, okay, but there is not actually much of a personal effort into making the right picture. So I found out through some groups of friends and networks, then there was some photography lessons. So I thought, let's go and join it. So the first lesson that we've had so far is actually, what is this and how does it work? So we actually, after 2 lessons, we're actually learning the various functions of the camera and learning how to actually use it in a different way than I can actually influence what is being taken. So I don't have any particular objectives out of it, except that it's creating a hobby, a different interest into the things that I have, so I can take pictures of the cities or Astana or people with a different touch, with a different perspective than what I've done before. So hopefully after a few lessons, I'll be a better photographer. Windy city, never stops, always comes. But despite of this, we have beautiful weather, it's sunshine, the sky is blue. The only challenge is that it changes very quick. Tomorrow, the wind will still be here, the sun will be gone. It will be probably between 3 and 5 degrees tomorrow morning. Another season in 24 hours. Privileges of living in Astana. This green boulevard is a good idea. It's this part of the city is the new part, and you have all the hugeness of all those buildings, and yet again it could become a very, very dry and concrete environment, and yet again this little bit of parks and a few trees helps into feeling a little bit not claustrophobically locked between blocks of glass and concrete. A good idea. We need a few more, Mr. Mayor and Mr. President. A few more parks in Astana would be good. Many people that will come to Astana will say that it's a soulless city. And I think then the reaction, the initial reaction, it's because it's not a historical city in the sense of many other cities that have been here or are in the region I've had, where there has been, I don't know, hundreds of years of history or thousands of years of history. So I think there is an heritage into the old part of the city, and then there is a new heritage that is being created. And I think that the soul of the city is actually being created by the people, and it's created by the vision that has been made into the city. As you say, events like Expo that have been last year, a huge vector and an exposure of how important and international Kazakhstan is through its capital. And then there are events, other events, whether concerts, whether conferences, whether there is CADEX at the moment, that's one of them. But there is also sports events, and I think then tomorrow there is another of those events that is taking place. It's a marathon, half marathon, 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers. There is something for everybody. And I think that through this one, and then there is another big event, which is the Astana Marathon in September, that will definitely help putting Astana on the sports map in terms of running. If you want actually to go out and enjoy the nature of Kazakhstan, either you go out, there are plenty of small villages around the village, around the capital, that provides you Dumodiha, I don't know if it's the right pronunciation, these little islands where you can go with the family and the friends and enjoy shashlik, couple of beers, don't shoot alcohol, a couple of drinks, and these are the places. And then there are places where you can drive. There's not too many that are very close to Astana. There is Akol, and we like to go regularly for hiking. There is Borovoy, obviously, and then there is the rest of Kazakhstan. It's the 9th biggest country in the world. There are many things to travel. So we've gone to Almaty, obviously. We've gone to Shymkent. We've gone to Karaganda, Kokshetau, Karkaray National Park. We would love to go to Altai. The next trip that we're planning is to go to Aktau and see all the areas around Aktau. We've seen many pictures. We've heard a lot about it. So that's the next thing we want to do. And then it's continue to discover, I would say to a certain extent, the natural wonders that Kazakhstan has in terms of offering, natural offering. Hi, good morning everybody. It feels like November, but it's not November. It is actually almost June. In 4 days it's June. This is the BI Marathon. I love running as an amateur, just to have fun. And today I'm running my first half marathon, number 475. I hope to have fun and not to freeze to death. Thank you very much for everybody that's joining it. Thank you.
Since I'm a child, so for me it was always part of my life, and I cannot say, I mean, it gives the freedom of the movement, it gives you health, so I really enjoy it. Well, I'm very glad that he took the courage to do it, so I just wish him all the best and to enjoy it. I told him to have fun, not to take it too seriously, and just enjoy it. You know, it's our first year, and for the last 2-3 years, I mean, there are many more and more races, which one can take part. There are new venues, so it's good. It's very good. Yeah. Today I take it more as a training because I had 2 races and I have another big race in 2 weeks. So for me, it's more a training race.
The program is coming to an end. I hope you've enjoyed the last few minutes. It's a shorter way to show how interesting and fascinating Astana is. The Astana I have grown to like over the last 5 years. And I hope these few minutes will help you to continue enjoying or to motivate you to come and enjoy Astana.